Hi guys, this is the wonder story that we're going to be reading today. It's called Hi Fly Guy. I will also post another link of somebody who's reading it who's a lot cooler than I am and actually sounds a lot funner than I do. But if you want to listen to this story version and listen to the questions and the discussion and then go back and listen to the story read in a funner way, then you can totally do that. But I just wanted to read the story, talk about the story, and then go over this graphic organizer that you guys will be working on today. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to use my computer and go back and forth and pull it up. So today what we're going to be doing today is you're going to be working on a graphic organizer that looks something like this. Now I'm struggling to see assignments that are being posted in Wonders. I keep posting assignments, especially I posted High Fly Guy, I posted this graphic organizer, and I posted another comprehension point of view activity for today. It's not showing up on my assignment manager that it's actually been assigned. So if you guys could let me know, that would be really, really, really nice. So, but for now, I'll just keep checking back to make sure. So really how you're going to set this up, boys and girls, is you're going to start with this graphic organizer. And even if you want to draw, you can draw this as well. It's up to you. It's a 4x3 table. So you can set this up, you can draw it, but up in this section right here, you're going to put character, here you're going to put clue, and then right here you're going to put point of view. Okay, so these three boxes will be filled in with characters, these three boxes will be filled in with the clues from the story, and then these three boxes will be the point of views of each of those characters. So that's just, I know you're staring at a blank graphic organizer right now, and I totally apologize for that, but I'll take a picture of one that's filled out as well, and send it your way too. But I just want to see what you can do first. So I'll pull this back up in just a little bit, and we'll talk about it. All right. So this week we are reading the story Hi Fly Guy, and this story is so appropriate because we are learning about insects. Now, our essential question for the week is, what insects do you know? How are they alike and different? And it was a lot of fun to read your journal entries today because a lot of you did see some flies. So what we're going to do is we're going to read about a fun pet who happens to be a fly. Now, Hi Fly Guy is definitely a fiction fantasy story. And if you recall what a fantasy story is, fantasy stories are stories that it's a fiction story that cannot happen in real life. Often the characters that are not they often have characters that are not people but who look and act like real people, and has events that could not really happen. So if you're looking at this title page, Hi Fly Guy, and you're wondering, well, why is this a fantasy? I want you to think about that really quickly. Why would this be a fantasy story? So think about that, and we are going to move on. Why is this a fantasy? Okay. So another cool thing about this story too is it's broken up into chapters. So there are going to be some different chapters that we are going to read through, and then we're going to stop and think. So I'll pull that graphic organizer back up every now and again. But if you want to read along with me, you're more than welcome to. So our first sentence says in chapter 1, a fly went flying. And it says, he was looking for something to eat. Something tasty. Something slimy. A boy went walking. So we have a fly flying and a boy walking. And I want you to think about, again, they're both doing two different things. So what do you think is going to happen next? He was looking for something to catch, something smart, something for the amazing pet show. I like how he has all of his different things to catch. He has got nets and fishing poles and cages and jars and gator bait and mouse traps and all these different things to catch something for the amazing pet show. They met. Boink! The boy caught the fly in a jar. A pet, he said. So here's where we can stop right now and we can talk about point of view, okay? So the point of view is the way a character thinks or feels. So what characters say helps us understand their point of view. So when we're trying to figure out their point of view, just reading what they say. So in this instance, we have the boy right here, and he's yelled, a pet. So he catches a fly in a jar. He yells, a pet. So I want you to think about right now what his point of view is. So what you're going to do right now is you're going to go back to that graphic organizer. I'm going to pull it up really quickly. You're going to go into your graphic organizer, and in the first box where it says character, you're going to put the boy. And then our clue is he says a pet with excitement, because I know he's excited because there's an exclamation point at the end. So a pet. He says a pet with excitement. So this is where you get to fill in. What is his point of view? If he says a pet and he's excited about it, what's his point of view? What is he thinking about the fly? Okay. Let's keep going. The fly was mad. He wanted to be free. He stomped his foot and said, buzz. The boy was surprised. He said, you know my name. You are the smartest pet in the world. Now again, we could go back and rethink about point of view. Now again, let's think about Fly's point of view right now. You don't have to write this one down, but I want you to think about the clues that the author gives you. Now the fly is not the fly. He does say something. He says buzz. But if we look at the features, if we look at his features, we look at his eyes and his nose and his mouth, and it says in the story he stomps his foot. What is his point of view right now? Is he excited that he got caught? I mean, the boy is excited that he caught the fly, but is the fly excited that he got caught? And then we look at this page again where he says, you know my name. You are the smartest pet in the world. So we can go back to the boy, and just from this line right here, you are the smartest pet in the world. What is the boy's point of view? Chapter 2. Buzz took the fly home. This is my pet, Buzz said to Mom and Dad. He is smart. He can say my name. Listen. Buzz opened the jar. The fly flew out. Flies can't be pets, said Dad. They are pests. He got the fly swatter. The fly cried, Buzz! And Buzz came to the rescue. You are right, said Dad. This fly is smart. Okay, so we're going to stop right here, and we're going to go back to our graphic organizer. So now what I want you to do in the second box right here, I want you to put Dad, okay? So on the top is the boy, the second one is Dad, and I want you to tell me what is the dad's point of view. Now, if we look back at the story, the first thing that Dad says is he says, flies can't be pets. They are pests. But then when the fly cries Buzz and Buzz comes to the rescue, the dad changes his mind and he says, you are right, this fly is smart. So what is the dad's point of view here? I want you to think about that. We can use both examples here. You can use the first example right here, or you can use this example, because within the 2 pages, the dad's point of view quickly changes. So I want you to think about that. What would you put in that third box for point of view for Dad? He needs a name, said Mom. Buzz thought for a minute. Fly Guy, said Buzz. And Fly Guy said, Buzz. It was time for lunch. Buzz gave Fly Guy something to eat. I love that. Fly Guy was happy. Chapter 3, The Amazing Pet Show. So Buzz took Fly Guy to the Amazing Pet Show. The judges laughed. Flies can't be pets, they said. Flies are pests. All right, so here we go. We're going to add these last characters to our graphic organizer. So on the last page, in this box here, you're going to put for the characters the judges, okay? And then you're going to tell me the clue. What do the judges say? So again, it goes back to flies can't be pets, they said. Flies are pests. So I want you to think about that. What are the judge's point of view? But don't write anything down yet because it might change. There's your clue. Buzz was sad. He opened the jar. "Shoo, Fly Guy," he said. "Flies can't be pets." But Fly Guy liked Buzz. He had an idea. He did some fancy flying. The judges were amazed. "The fly can do tricks," they said. "But flies can't be pets." Then Fly Guy said, "Buzz!" The judges were more amazed. "The fly knows the boy's name," they said, "but flies can't be pets." Fly Guy flew high, high, high into the sky. Then he dived down, down, down into the jar. "The fly knows its jar," the judges said. "This fly is a pet." So they let Fly Guy in the show. He even won an award. You see his award right there? It's for smartest pet. And so began a beautiful friendship. All right, so if you go up here, I'm gonna focus in on this. So this is exactly what your graphic organizer is going to look like with the headings in each column. So we have character, clue, and point of view. All right, and so you are going to write the character, the clue, and the point of view for the boy, the dad, and the judges. And there's a lot of different point of views that you could write from. And I want you just to think about it, do the best that you can, and then we'll discuss it. So good luck, have fun, and I will also post the other link for the Read Aloud for Fly Guy as well. All right, you guys, we'll see you later.